Hello guys and welcome to another FIFA World Cup prediction video, and in this video I just want to talk about a quarterfinals. So I want to give my predictions on what's gonna happen in the quarterfinals. So we have four matchups. So the first matchup is Uruguay against France, the second matchup is Brazil against Belgium, the third matchup is Russia against Croatia, and the fourth match is Sweden against England. So Uruguay and France. So both teams won against the big huge sides. Uruguay won against Portugal and France won against Argentina. And in my previous video I predicted that Uruguay and France will go through, and that happened in real life as well. So both teams are very good. Both teams have a lot of good players, a lot of stars, but I still think that France national team has a lot more depth in their team, and they just have a lot better squad than the Uruguay, because Uruguay's midfield is not good enough. I think that France gonna dominate them in midfield, and they're gonna create a lot more attacks, and France has a very huge advantage because their midfield is a lot better than Uruguay's is, and I think that they're gonna dominate in midfield, and they're gonna score a lot more goals than Uruguay will do, and I think that France is gonna win this game 3-1. Even though Uruguay's defense is very good, they have a lot of good defenders like Jose Mario Jimenez, Diego Godin, and they have Cáceres, and they have quite a good goalkeeper, Muslera. But I still do think that they're gonna lose this game to France 3-1. So let's go to the next matchup, Brazil against Belgium. So this is the second matchup, and both teams. And not both teams. Both teams played very different football. Brazil they dominated the Mexico. They dominated the Mexico, and they won again against Mexico 2-0. And Belgium won against Japan 3-2, but they almost lost because they were down 2-0 against Japan when Inui scored in the 52nd minute. And I was supporting Japan because it would have been a great. Not a comeback. It would have been great. It would have been a great surprise, and it would have been something like Iceland did in Euro. So it would have been the same with Japan. They would have played in quarterfinals, but sadly they lost in the last seconds of the game. And now the Belgium will play against Brazil, and I think that Brazil gonna win this game against Belgium 3-1 as well, or maybe 2-1, because I think that Brazil. They're just dominating. They're not dominating this World Cup, but they're playing better than Belgium, because I think that Brazil is ready to win this tournament because their players just grew to this level where they can show that they can do something. I just wanted to say that they will dominate Belgium, and they will score 2 goals, and then I think Belgium will score 1, and they will fight until the end, but they will not be able to score more than 1, I think, because Brazil's defense is a lot better, I believe. I think that the Belgians, and the Belgium, when I watched the game Belgium against Japan, I just saw that Belgium is just not good enough to play against Brazil, because Brazil is just a lot better at the moment, and I think that Brazil gonna win this game 2-1. So the third matchup is Russia against Croatia. So this matchup should be very interesting as well, because Russia won against Spain on penalties 4-3, even though Spain dominated the game, and they had 78% of possession, I think, against Russia, and they almost won that game. But not sadly, I was supporting Russia because my dad is from Russia, so I just thought that I think that Russia is not a better side, but they deserve to win because they played better defense, and they played a lot better on penalties, even though Spain dominated the game. But you know that when you're dominating the game and when you can't score in the whole match, so you don't have any excuses why you lost that game against Russia. And everyone thought that Russia gonna lose this game. Even though in my previous video when I gave my predictions on the quarterfinals, I said that Spain are gonna win this game 3-1, but yeah, they could have won this game 3-1, but they just couldn't score, and so happened what happened, and Russia will play in quarters against Croatia. So Croatia lost again, probably not lost. They almost lost against Denmark as well. because they went to the penalties and they won 3-2, even though Schmeichel had an insane penalty shootout, and as well as Subasic. But where is the problem? That the key players of Denmark missed the penalties. So Christian Eriksen and Jorgensen missed those 2 penalties, and I think that helped Croatia a lot. And they are probably will win against Russia right now. Not right now. They're gonna win against Russia, I believe, because they just have a better squad than Russia, and Russia can fight against Croatia, I think, and they can go to extra time, I believe, because they know that if we destroyed Spain, maybe not destroyed, you know what I mean, and so we can beat everyone right now, but I still think that Croatia gonna win this game 2-1. It will be a very tough game, but I will support Russia because I just love. Probably the football that they're playing is not very beautiful, but because they're probably defending against those big teams the whole match, but they're still showing that they're still playing, they're still creating those counterattacks, and I think that they're gonna give it will be a great fight between these two sides. And talking about the fourth matchup, the fourth matchup is Sweden against England. So England, I think that England gonna win this game because they won against Colombia penalties for free, and they finally won their first World Cup penalty shootout because they lost their first 3 against, I believe, Portugal, Germany, and Italy, if I'm not mistaken. And Sweden won against Switzerland, but I think that Switzerland deserves to win this game because they played better. But Sweden scored that lucky goal I believe in the 54th minute, something like this, and Forsberg scored, and he scored of the deflection, so it was a very lucky goal, and that one goal send them to the quarterfinals, and they're gonna play against England. So I think that England gonna win this game 3-1. It should be a very easy game for them, but I think that Sweden can win this game. They can fight, and I think that they can go to the extra time. But if England will dominate this game as they did against Colombia, I think that they're gonna win easily, and I think that we will have something in semis. We will have something like this: France will play against Brazil, and Croatia will play against England. And so probably that is it, guys. And I will make my prediction video on the semifinals. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, just hit the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next World Cup prediction videos.